The question posed is, why do so many men feel as so inclined to not, well, stick with their women? Why do so many women find themselves in relationships with men who aren't men? Courting is gone. Wanting a relationship is gone. Marriage is gone. Buying a ring is gone. Exclusivity is gone. Well, I'm not a doctor by any means, and I'm not a scholar. But what I can say is, if you look back to post World War II, the steel industry gone. There was no need for it. So you've got places like New York and Chicago, Detroit, Michigan. This was the steel industry. It didn't just affect African Americans. It affected white people too. And there has been a steady onslaught for the past 80 years. It's been declining. No men in the family. More single moms. More single moms. And with some populations, they were incarcerated for stealing, looting, rioting. They had to fucking make ends meet to feed their families, and they had no job because the steel industry shit the bed. It was done. So it didn't just affect blacks. It affected whites as well. So you transgress 80 years later, and you have men that don't want to court. They want easy peasy, easy breezy. Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook Marketplace, wherever they can get it. For a night. Not for long term. In fact, if you look at the statistics, the diamond industry is not doing real well lately because millennials don't want to get married. You put women in the position to be single mothers for only so long before it's ingrained in us to be, well, the breadwinner. Masculine. I could just as easily make a key lime pie as I can mow my lawn and weed whack. I could just as easily fix the garbage disposal while tending to the garden. Because we're predisposed to situations where there are no men. Men don't want to date anymore. Not all, but some. Most, I would say, don't want to date anymore. Why? Why court a woman? I had a guy recently ask me if I wanted to go out for coffee. And when he texted me, or rather, he called me actually. When he called me, he said, well, I gotta be honest. I'm not looking for anything serious. And I'm like, okay. You asked me out for coffee. Yeah, but I'm really only looking to have sex. We've predisposed these men over the course of the last 70 to 80 years that women are so strong that we don't need them. So all they're thinking is, well, then all you're good for is sex if you don't need me. It's generation after generation after generation of single women doing it all. I've been accused of being aggressive. I act like I don't need a man. I've never been told I'm unfeminine. But I've been accused of being aggressive and intimidating. Well, every time I needed a man, They weren't there. I was married. He chose somebody 13 years younger than me. I did the cooking and the cleaning. I made sure my truck and his car and his motorcycle were taken care of because I was a service advisor. I did laundry. I did the shopping, the mopping, the sweeping, the vacuuming. And in the end, it got me nowhere. I was alone. Well, you can't have a progressive pattern of guys saying, fuck it, I'm done, and women having to foot the bill for it. You can't abandon your wife and children or your girlfriend and children for whatever and her step up and be strong and then say, why aren't you more feminine? But it all started in the 40s. Men got laid off. Most men got incarcerated for breaking the law. Other men ran out because they couldn't support their families. And you left generation after generation of generation of women alone. And now we're to the point where guys are like, women don't need us. I don't want to date you. I don't want to court you. I just want to fuck and get it over with. You don't need me. Well, now we don't. All colors. All backgrounds. Now we don't need men. It's what you wanted, right?